Afternoon folks from Telford. Lovely sunny afternoon. It was tipping down this morning and we've had a few sprinkles since, but fundamentally it's dry at the minute. I was spurred into action yesterday. If you see my previous video, you'll see that I was at Craig's helping him do the plumbing for his growing tank. The intention was to come home and then do the plumbing for my Bakki shower, but I was too pooped, to be honest with you, and by the time I'd had a shower and something to eat, it was too late. So got up early this morning and decided to crack on with the Bakki shower plumbing and everything. Hadn't really intended to get it up and running today, but I'm going to. So I'll turn you around and you can see where I've got up to. So in the shed, as with most projects, I've got all the tools out there. They're all festooned over the floor, but we'll pop outside and I think I'm in a good place at the minute. Look at this glorious sunshine. So there, ladies and gentlemen, is my Bakki shower and plumbing for said Bakki shower. Crikey, I need sunglasses. So pond wise, we'll just have a quick look at that first. Fish are lovely, covers are all off, not permanently, but they're all off. I've just checked that everything's working, checked the aeration on the bottom drain, checked the air curtain. I've actually left that on. I'm gonna have to take my coat off in a minute, I'm a bit warm. But yeah, all the fish are happy and looking for food. So let's get the show on the road. I'm going to put the Bakki shower up there, so in the middle of the end of the pond, where all the feeds, all the returns are sort of up that corner going that way and up that corner coming that way. So basically it's pushing all the water up to the end of the pond. The one issue I've got is I've only got 4 inches of coping here to play with, because I know it's a foot wide all around the pond, but that coping actually goes inside the filter house, so I've lost it there. So the first thing I needed to do was build a timber shelf, if you like, to go across here to support the weight of the Bakki shower. That's my first thing, and also to lift it up a bit, because I don't like the thought of the blade being too close to the water. So I was planning on painting all this side of the shed and everything before I put the Bakki shower in, but the weather's just been absolutely chronic, so I'm just going to get it up, get it running, and then we'll worry about tarting things up afterwards. So yeah, as I say, the fish are going to be a bit spooked in a minute, but I'll show you where I am with the Bakki shower. So that's the actual timber. So it's 2 scaffolding boards basically drilled together, drilled and stuck together and painted. And you can see by the masking tape, that's roughly the middle, that's where the Bakki shower will fit. But what that does is gives me, whereas I've only got 4 inches of shelf at the moment, this will actually give me 9 inches to play with. No smutty comments please folks, but there you go. So you've seen the Bakki shower before. I haven't touched it since it was all put up, so obviously there's ceramic media in there, there's mountain tree spiral filter matting. Well, it's mountain tree ceramic media and it's mountain tree spiral filter matting, which if you again, you go back to my previous videos where I'm actually building the filter materials up inside this, you can see how it's all done. But I haven't done anything to them because that's it, basically they're ready to go. What I have been doing today is this. So before anybody says oh my god, I can't believe he's putting a pump and piping in the actual pond, this is a temporary measure. I just want to get it up and running, and then when we get the proper nice weather here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually take a feed from the clean side of the drum before the moving bed inside, and then well, we'll just pop in and I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do in the future. So if we go inside, what we've got is a 3-inch waste down here which comes out the clean side of the drum, which is just a complete and utter waste of pipe and effort, because I don't purge the drum at all. It's never dirty enough, and if I feel like I need something cleaning, then I just rod the drain. So I'm going to actually put a 90 degree on there, pump will sit there, oh, knees and knackered, and the pipe will come up here, across here, and it will actually go through that timber there. That's why the cups are missing. Be measuring up outside, straight up into the Bakki shower, so you won't see any pipes in the water. Much better. So yeah, let's snap back to the pipe work. Now, a normal person would have said, let's break this pipe work down into 2 or 3 pieces. Oh, sorry about the dog's blankets blowing about. Would break this down into 2 or 3 pieces and make it easier for himself. But as you probably know by now, I'm no normal person. Sorry about that break. We've got the police helicopter circling overhead for some reason. But anyway, so as I say, I like to challenge myself every now and again. So I decided, can I do that whole pipe run up to the Bakki shower in one run? Don't know. I can easily cut it down. Obviously, if it doesn't fit, I'll just cut it down and put connectors in top and bottom. But you know, I just want it to be a straight run at the minute. So that, believe it or not, is the shape. So pump will be vertical right at the bottom of the pond. Well, I say right at the bottom, but 1 inch off the bottom of the pond. All that pipe there will be underwater. This configuration here just sticks out because it's got to go around the timber I'm going to put in, and then obviously straight up and into the Bakki shower, which all I'm going to use is a rubber coupler to connect it with. So it will be a bit of a miracle if it does fit, because obviously do measure twice and cut once and all that, but you know, sometimes things don't get to plan. So yeah, so I'm basically going to start assembling it. So I'll do a bit and then I'll snap back to you and you can see how I've got on and if I've had any problems. Take the camera lens cover off, Phil, that will help. There you go. So the timber's in its place. There's 10mm of clearance either end between the gap, so between the glass, as you can see, in case the glass, the wood expands or anything like that. Obviously we don't want anything going snap, do we? But what that's given me, as I say, is rather than 4 inches to the outside of the copings, I've now got 9 inches to play with, so the Bakki shower should sit on there really, really nicely in the middle of there. So I think we'll get the first tier on and see where we are after that. So there's the first level in. You'll see I've put one of the covers back on the pond, and that's not to stop me dropping anything in, it's just so I can stand in it, or you know, if I need to reach across, because obviously that's in the middle of the pond. So that is where it's going to be. I've checked it and it's all central. You can see what I mean now by having that purchase for all the way to that water actually on there. I will probably, if I'm honest, put some L brackets on here. I don't know why, but I will. But the one thing I'm definitely going to do is, I have these plates and they're just stepped by virtually the thickness of the plate. And what I'm going to do on the bottom 2 levels is I'm actually going to screw them on there, and what that will do is, if I don't think they will, but if these things start walking, if they're, you know, vibrating or whatever, this will stop them going more than a couple of mil nearer the pond. So I'll do that and then I'll snap back to you, because I can't film and do at the same time. So actually that cover does make an excellent little table, which has made things handy for me. So you can see I've just put one of them brackets on there. Don't know how well you'll get it, but you can see what I mean. It can't come any forward. There's a mil clearance there, so it can't come any further forward than that. And the other thing I've just checked for as well is, I checked that piece of timber was perfectly level. And if I can just show you that, I don't know whether I'll be able to reach around far enough. Oi, oi, oi. And I checked the spirit on the top of there. Again, the Bakki shower is absolutely perfectly level. So there you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'll get the next layer on. Okay, so we've got 2 layers on now, and as you can see there's another one of those brackets there to stop it tipping forward. And you can see there as well what I was talking about making sure that lip was above the water. I think I've got a ton of space there. 70, got about 70, 80 mil So that should be a heck of a lot of space. But there you go, I'm just about to put the third tier on and I'll come back to you. There we go, 3 layers, all in its rightful place, safe and secure. Now we need to go around the other side now, because the pipework is all on the right hand side, so obviously you don't see it from the garden, well, apart from the little bit that'll stick out at the bottom. But as I say, this is only temporary anyway. So from the end of the garden, so this is where we sit to have our drinky poos, shall we say, in the summer. And as you can see, it stares straight at you. In fact, I think if I sit down I can probably see my own reflection. Well, that's a shame, isn't it? Don't want to look at that. But anyway, that's where the shower is. The 2 stripes, if you're picking up the silver stripes on the window behind, it's just pieces of silver foil that are held in the polystyrene together, because I've still got the windows taped up. Anyway, let me get round the back, and then we'll see if that plumbing works. So very fortuitously, Claire's just come back from the shop, so she's giving me a little bit of a film while I do this, so you can see this going in. I've even had to take my coat off. I don't know whether it's because I'm about to start sweating if it doesn't fit, or whether it's just really hot. But anyway, you saw this line on the floor. It is a bit of a beast. We're now going to find out whether, as I say, it was a challenge to do it all in one. I could have done it in different pieces, but where's the fun in that? Here we go. Get out the way, fishes. Nosy buggers. Ooh, it's nearly there. Oh my goodness. I'll come and film you around here in a minute. Let me just make sure the spray bar's central. I'm only using rubber connectors, as I said before. This isn't going to be permanent. That obviously will come round the back and into the filter house that way. Right, I am absolutely chuffed to bits for that first time. Right, shall we pretend we're in a relay and you can pass me the camera? Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, thank you. So there you have it, folks. As I say, it's not its permanent home, because I'm going to do something more hidden from inside the filter house. But for now, I can't believe how well that's worked out. That is just just resting on there, and really don't think you'll see the pump down there, but the pump is just touching the floor and it's flat against the wall. So I'm going to have a couple of minutes now. I'll get that pipe, make sure it's vertical, and I could do with just strapping it down a bit down there just to hold it in place so it doesn't start moving when the pump runs. And I'm going to put another zip tie or 2 on there, and then that can be plumbed in. Just a note about the zip ties, again these are temporary, but what I've done is the little sharp bits that you normally get here, and you can see that, I always cut my zip ties with nail clippers, and it cuts much tighter. And then what I do with a lighter, not getting too close, I just heat it up with a lighter enough to soften the plastic, and it just sort of shrinks inside the cup, so it's you know, you don't have to worry about your fish scraping themselves then. But I am absolutely over the moon with that. I can't believe it fit. Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. And what you might be able to pick up is the I can't get you, is the pipe that pushes the water, the clean water, down onto the floor from out of the filter. And that's the only reason I'm putting the pipe there, because effectively it's going to be sucking in pre-filtered clean water. So yeah, that's where we are for now. I don't think that's too bad a job at all. I'll get it all plumbed, get it all tied down, and then yeah, the electrics will go through here. You can see where all my other electrics go through. When I had this built, I had a block cut short, so I've got like a brick, full height of a block and about a brick width. You can probably see it here. There's just completely nothing there, and that was purely to keep putting pipes through when I and airlines and things like that. So I know it's a bit of a mess down at the back here, but it's just an easy way of getting the stuff inside. So yeah, as I say, I'll play about with this for a bit, and then I'll show you the finished product basically, and we'll have a turn on if we're that brave. So there it is, ladies and gentle people. That's the view from the end, and it's I quite like the way it's sort of hidden, doesn't stand out like a sore thumb. So it's all plumbed up. I do need to get a strap or something just to put over the top of the pipe sitting on there, just to stop that from moving at all. But I hope it's going to react when the water goes through it. But that's it. All that's left really is to turn it on. So I'm going to do that now, and then we'll come out and see what it looks like. So I've powered the pump up. When you turn the pump on, it's running at 1%, which is why it's dripping a little bit there. So I'm going to whap it up and see where we get to. Well, that's fairly adequate, even if I do say so myself. That's running at 10%. I think we can call that successful, can't we? No water running down the back. The donuts are doing their job inside here, stopping the water coming down. Yeah, you can see the water here. Oh, we've got our sound of water, haven't we? Happy with that? Yeah, good. Smashing. So I've just turned that up to 20%. And to be honest, I can't see that much difference. It doesn't give us anything more than I could see before. So I think we can run it quite low and still get the same effect. I'm going to turn it up a bit more, and we'll see what 40% looks like. Probably flood the place, but we'll see. So that's 40%. So I can tell it's running a bit quicker. The only real difference I can see is the water itself. Is just falling, hitting the water further away from the bottom of that. But to be honest with you, I'm happy with 10%. So just going to try it on max because we can do, and then I'll turn it down. Well, I haven't put it up to max. I've only put it up to 50% because I'm suddenly now thinking perhaps it's the size of the holes in the bar that is restricting it. So obviously I don't want any back pressure on the pump, so I'm going to turn it back down to 10% and have a look inside. Yes, I've just turned it back down to 10%, and that's only running at 36 watts now, which is just it's nothing really, is it? And obviously I'm not going to leave this on until the proper temperatures pick up, but I'm just absolutely chuffed with that. Just going to take the top off so we'll have a look what's happening inside. As I say, I think if I want to run it faster, I do seriously need to make the holes bigger in the spray bar, but we'll have a look, we'll see what's happening. Yeah, I do think the holes are the limiting factor at the minute, so I've only got 6mm holes there, 3 rows of them. But as you can see, it's working absolutely superb. Good distribution on 10%. The donuts are doing their job, I think, at the end, stopping the water running down the side of here. So it doesn't normally where it drips down there. So I'm really pleased with that. So I'm going to leave it running for a bit, give it a clean if nothing else, and then I'll turn it off. We'll wait for some good weather, but yeah, I think I'm going to officially call that a success. So massive thank you to Mountain Tree for giving me the media to test. Obviously I'll see how it affects the water parameters and everything, and I'll come back to you on that one. Yeah, just absolutely superb. Loving it.